Minasan, konbanwa, watashi wa T desu. Really sorry that I can't make it for tonight's prayer meeting. I actually had to work from 5 to 12 today, and I'm a little bit sleepy now because I just came from night call. But I would like to just have this opportunity to share with you about my experiences in Ichinoseki base. Tim actually went to the same base as me, so again to share. A bit of a background. I went up to Shinomaki base last year, just 3 weeks after the March 11 earthquake, to help out with disaster relief. And the focus back then was really on cleanup work, on medical needs of the people. The freshness of disaster was very, very real back then, and a lot of the things that I saw, that I smelled, the people that I met are still very vivid in my memory even until this day. This year, however, the focus has actually shifted to this thing called Kokoro no Care, where it's really care for the heart, care for the spiritual needs of people that are staying in the temporary housing. And how this was accomplished was through the mobile cafe, which is largely what we did and what you saw in the video just before this. So the mobile cafe is actually a place where we serve coffee, hot drinks, piping hot waffles to the people. And just an idea of how cold it was -10 at night, so it was really, really cold. So we created this warm environment with which to share with the locals, hear about their stories, their struggles, and in so doing encourage them. We also had games as well as music. We had a singer called Migiwa who hails from Tokyo, who actually came down to share her testimony as a Christian and her songs of healing with the people, and we were really, really blessed by it. So just a little bit of background where Ichinoseki base is. So this is Crash Japan's latest donor report. And you can see here that Ichinoseki is number 2. It's in the fairly northern part of Tohoku. So it's my first time at this base, and I was really blessed to be part of this multinational team. Under one roof, we had people from Germany, from Switzerland, from Norway, from Canada, from the USA, from Singapore, and it's just a community that had so much love for one another, and also a great big heart for Japan. So we were always encouraged by one another. Amazing people that I met there, and I'm just gonna go ahead and share some stories with you about some of the people that I met at the mobile cafes. So the first one that I want to show you is Mamoru-san. So that's Mamoru on the left, and that's me on the right. So Mamoru-san, his name in kanji is actually in Chinese is Shou, Shouhu the Shou, so that means to protect. And it's especially poignant because Mamoru-san actually lost 3 family members in the disaster. He lost his wife, his daughter, and also his son, who 10 years earlier on the exact same day as the disaster suffered a waist down paralysis from a snowboarding accident. And what I learned from him was that photos are something so precious to him. He actually carries a whole album of his family photos in his coat pocket, and he would show us so willingly, about his family, what they used to be together, what they used to do, and you could see just how painful it is for him. We were thankful for the opportunity. In that photo, that's actually Mamoru-san giving me a hand massage, and that was something his wife used to do in the past as a professional masseuse. We were just so thankful for the gift that he blessed us with, and we had a chance to pray with him, to tell him of God that watches over him, that protects him, in the same way that he's always wanted to be someone that protects his family. Another person I want to share about is Hirume-san. So Hirume-san is a very old lady. She's 91 years old to be exact, and one of the mobile cafes I had a chance to sit next to her. My Japanese is very limited lah, so I was like, okay, what should I say? So I realized one question that really breaks the ice is, Onamae wa nan desu ka? What's your name? And not just asking them what the name is, but also getting them to write it down. And I realized a lot of the old people there, the oji-chan and oba-chans, they'll look at it and they'll write their names, and they're like, wow, you actually care enough to know my name and how it's written. And from then on, it actually moved on to further conversations about other things in their lives. And I think in the same way as God knows us each by name, in the same way, knowing their names and remembering and keep praying for them, putting their names down in a notebook, really makes a lot of difference, to know that they're valued, that they're not forgotten, and it's something that the Japanese people really need now. And just a final one. There was this man who came into one of our last mobile cafes, and he was looking very lost. There was an intent look of he was seeking something, but he didn't know what it was. We didn't know what it was. And at the end of the mall cafe, he actually came to us and he said, I lost my Bible in the tsunami. I'm just wondering if you have a new one. And we were so thankful to have that opportunity to share a new Bible with him, to pray with him as he accepted Christ into his life again. And at the end of it, we actually sang Kimi wa ai salilu tame manita, and you know how much the song means to me. We've sung it so many times at JPG, so just so moving to see how God is working among the people in the base. Um, that was actually all the way back in February. Now it's June already. So just to share a little bit about what has happened ever since then. A lot of you may remember that photo project called Messages of Hope. In a short span of 2 weeks, a total of about 120 photos were received. And really thank God for all of you who participated in it. The messages of encouragement, of hope, will hopefully be able to bless the people in Toku through the form of postcards and slideshows that are under works now. And I just want to share that ever since coming back from that trip, the burden to pray for Japan is stronger than ever. And I'm just keeping the people of Japan who are actually based in Singapore. In Singapore, there are 20,000 expats. This is a figure that my friend told me. And so far, I just want you to know about two of them, and I hope you pray for them. One of them is Satoshi-san. He's a 33-year-old Japanese man who's working in the shipping industry. We met through a chance encounter over an outing at St. John's Island, and we've clicked ever since then. He's actually asked me out to drinks, and we've started getting a little bit closer, understanding him a little bit deeper. So pray that God would really build up this friendship, that there'll be an opportunity for me to share Christ with him. The other person I'd like you to pray for is Ikeda Sensei. She's actually my Japanese teacher. She's 26 years old, and we've had a chance to go out a few times for meals. And just last week we met up for a meal over lunch, and she actually shared for one of the first times about some of the difficulties that she faces with her family. And at the end of it, I had a chance to pray with her. Really thank God for this breakthrough. Just pray that God will continue to use these friendships for His glory. So my encouragement to you is keep praying for Japan. Don't underestimate yourself because you don't have the language like myself, because you may fear the cultural barriers. I really feel very strongly that God has called us to a time like this for the ministry of presence, to really be there with these people, to spend time intentionally with these people. And who knows what 1 to 2 weeks can bring. God can really use you to make an impact, make a difference in the lives of these Japanese people. And not just over there in Japan, like over here in Singapore. Pray for Japanese friends. Continue to just seek out opportunities to know Japanese people. And I really believe that God has called, and this is a time of great revival for Japan. Let's be excited, let's be ready, let's be praying always. 日本のためにいつも祈っています。Thank you.